Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick tutorial using this shop front A2 die set from Scrap Diva Designs. If you guys have not picked that up yet and you want to, you can head on over to scrapdivadesigns.com and you're more than welcome to use my discount code Alondra10. That will save you 10% off your purchase. And I do get a small commission, so I do appreciate everyone who uses my discount code. Anyways, so today, instead of making a shop front, I'm going to turn this into a, it's going to be a box. I'm going to make, it's going to be a Christmas box, but I want to turn it into a fireplace. So, let's get started. So for this, you're going to need one piece. This is your main piece. We need one of those. We're going to need two of these pieces, and those go, one will go on the top, one will go on the bottom, just like that. You will need a piece of acetate, and your acetate will be 3.5 by 4 inches. And then we'll need two of these. These are the decorating pieces that go up here. I'm going to use that as like a mantle, my mantle and my hearth. Now I did cut that out of foam as well, 3mm foam, so I will glue those down, and then so we'll have that kind of look like that. And then you will need two of these pieces that are for the sides that go right there, right in between those, and also two of the decorative pieces that go right inside of there. Then we will also need these little matting pieces. We're going to need two of these that go on the sides, and then two of the long sides. So then for my box, I've already cut out the mats. Our box is going to be 1.5 inches high. So I already have my my little mats cut out. And to make the box, we're going to need a piece of paper that is 8 by 9.25. So 8 going across and 9.25 going up and down. I did take just a sliver off of that, so it's not, my paper's not quite 8. It's like maybe 1/16 off of that, shorter. And then the 9.25, I also took off about 1/8 off, not 1/8, like a 16th, like just the tiny fraction off, just a little sliver off of it, so that it can fit nicely inside our box. So anyways, let's get this part done first, and then we can work on the other part. We'll score it together and do all that. So once you have all your pieces cut out, I sewed mine. If you guys want to sew yours first, that's fine. If you guys want to adhere everything first and then sew it, that's also fine. That's optional. That's all up to you guys. So I did cut this out of 110-pound cardstock, so it can be nice and sturdy. I'm going to start by just folding all my pieces, and let me get my bone folder just to make those nice and crisp. But anyways, so the die already has your, it gives you the lines where you need a fold. So this is a die that comes together very easily, and it's really cute. So anyways, so this will be our front, the front of our box. Now these little pieces right here, these little flaps, I'm going to end up, I'm going to hot glue these down so that they just kind of reinforce our edge of our box. And so I'm going to fold these first, and then I'm going to glue them on our box. So those in, and then tuck these in, and like I said, I'm just going to, I don't know if I should hot glue them, or yeah, it'll be faster if I hot glue them. All right, so let's see. So we do want to put this on the inside part so that we don't see it on the outside. So this is our front. We do want these little flaps. This is the outside part. We do want that little flap to go right, but behind the front. So we're going to glue that to the back part so that we don't see it, so that we don't have this overlap. Okay. So let me add some hot glue to this, and see if I can get that on there straight. Actually, that'll be easier if I do it this way. So I'm trying to line up all the edge, all the pieces. Okay. So I'm trying to also make sure that this piece right here is lined up as well. Okay. So for this one, let's open that up and add our hot glue, and then we will try to line that up. There we go. Perfect. All right, we have that part done. Now I'm just going to come in and hot glue this part down to reinforce our edge there. And I got my finger in the hot glue. I always do that. And then we'll do that to all four sides. We'll just I did get a little bit of hot glue excess, but it's okay. Ow. All right, so we have all of our edges done. Now I'm going to glue the flaps down. Actually, let's put our acetate in first. So we have our acetate. Pay attention to which side goes, like obviously you don't want to glue it that way, because then we're going to have a gap up here. So our I think it's 4 inches going up and down right here, and 3.5 going sideways that way. So I'm just going to use glue for this part. I'm just going to add some on 3 of the sides. So 2 of the longer sides, 1 of the shorter sides, and I'm going to line this up. I'm going to push it up against the edge of this little part that sticks down, and I'm just going to touch that. All right, we'll let that dry for a bit. While that dries, I'm going to glue these little flaps down, and I forgot that even last time. I forgot. So it would be nicer if you glued down the little flaps first, and then actually I don't think it matters because you can still see it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But make sure that it is nice and straight. And I'll take that excess off. And like always, I don't know if it's just this paper from from Joann's, the white core paper, but a lot of the times what I've noticed with most of my projects that I've made, like 3D projects, every time I fold it, it cracks, and I don't really like that. But I guess you wouldn't be able to see it as much if it didn't have the white core. But you see that? It starts to crack on the sides, which is not very appealing to me. Oops, sorry. Anyway, so here's our base. So this is going to be the bottom part because it has our, you know, this little part that sticks down. So let's glue these pieces on there. And I'm just going to add, you know, you can decorate it however you want. I just chose to turn mine into a fireplace for Christmas. So and then you can also add these pieces, where are the mantle pieces? These pieces, if you wanted to, you could also cut out foam and pop those up. I don't want to put mine on foam, so I just want the mantle and this hearth to be a little higher. So those are the only two that I'm putting foam on. So we're just adding glue and attaching that. Hopefully you guys can see how fast this goes together. So now I'm just going to add these, kind of line them up, see where I need to put them before I start gluing things down, because the one thing we don't want to do is to have to pull something off. So let me glue these down first. So I don't know if I'm in frame. I think I am. Okay, so there's one. Whittle that to get it centered, and here is the other one. Okay, then we can kind of see where they need to go from this point. We can see where it needs to be glued down, and if we need to raise anything up. All right, I think that's all right. And here's our mantle. You're okay. Come here. You're okay. Come here. I know. Come here. Okay. All right. You're good. Never fails. Okay. Okay. We have a visitor. I know. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Come here. Sorry, it never fails that my dog hears something outside and starts barking. I think that's every single time I start to record. So we'll glue that one down and this one, and then we'll make our box. So do you guys see how quick and easy this goes together? And so many ladies have made Halloween projects, and some have made Christmas, and you know, bakery shops, all kinds of different shop fronts, bikini shops. They've done tropical themes. I haven't seen an Easter or yet yet, but anyway, so that's going to be our base for the front, and then I'll add these off camera, the side pieces. So for the box, the bottom box, I told you guys you need a piece of paper that, if I can get that in there, that measures 8 by 9.5. So 8 and 9 and not 9.5. I'm sorry, 9 1/4. And we're going to score that. Remember, I took off just a little bitty, like a little bitty tiny hair off of it. I don't know if you guys can see, but instead of it being 8, I took off just a little bitty sliver. It's not even an 1/8 of an inch that I took off. It was even less than that. All right, so for this part, we're gonna put it on our scoring mat or our scoring board, and we're gonna score at 1/2 inch and 2 inches on all sides. So we'll do 1/2 inch. Let's grab it, and then at 2 inches, and you can turn it 1/2 inch and 2 inches. Oops. Well, my finger's in the way. 1/2 inch and 2 inches. 1/2 inch and 2 inches. All right. So that's going to give us a 1.5 inch box. The height of it, will be 1.5 inches. So from here, we just need to cut into it, and let's see, cut it this way. So we'll cut from this line, so the 2 inch line from the outside in, we'll cut up that line and all the way to that other 2 inch line. We'll just cut one. I need to get some bigger scissors. I think these will work. And then on same thing on this other side. So the 2 inch line is the one we're cutting from the outside. So 2 inches from the outside all the way up to this 2 inch one. So we're just going to cut all the way up to that one. And then we'll give it a little, we'll cut out a little bitty triangle. Like just like that. We'll cut a little triangle out on this side, just like that. And we also can do the same thing over on this side. So we don't need this part right here. So I'm going to miter that. So we'll cut that at a little bitty angle. I don't know if you guys can see that, but our line, there's some glue on my scissors. Our line is right here, and I just cut just at a little bitty angle. And then, I don't know if y'all could see that better now. Just cut a little bitty off of there. And then if you want to do this like this, you can cut that and then go back in and cut a little sliver off. You're more than welcome to do that. We don't really need this part either. And if you want to leave it on, you can. So this side, we'll cut that off. That was crooked. And then this side, I'm just going to go in and cut it out at a little bit of an angle. See, our line is right there. So I'm just cutting off a little bit, and then I'm cutting a little bit off of here as well. So, and we're going to do that to the opposite side as well. So it doesn't matter where you want to start, but we'll cut up to that line. Then we'll cut. So we can cut out that corner We'll go all the way up to this second line. We'll cut out a little sliver, and then we'll cut out a little sliver out of here too at a little angle, and then we'll cut out that mitered a little bit as well. So then this side, we'll miter that. We'll miter this side as well. Then we'll cut all the way down. Then we'll come back in and cut these little snips off. We'll cut this part off. Then we'll miter that as well. So we'll cut that part off. So this is kind of what you're left with. I forgot to cut these little snips off right there. All right, so this is gonna be our box once we've cut all those. So we're just gonna, we're going to, whatever we did to the bottom, we're gonna do the same thing to the top. Let me throw these away. All right, now to put our box together, we're gonna have our flaps, our 4 flaps that are going to reinforce our box. So we can just fold all of our lines first, and once we have all of our lines folded, we're going to glue our box down first. Then afterwards, we'll glue the flaps down. That'll give us a cleaner edge up top. So the side. So again, if this is our bottom, the part that has the flaps that we cut out, and this is the top, the other part that has the little flaps, we're going to take these little flaps and we're just going to glue those right into this this bigger flap. So to do that, let me just use hot glue. Let me get another stick because I am going to be out soon. All right, so I'll just add some hot glue to this side, and we're just going to line that up. You can see that. I'm just using the table to push it down to make sure it adhered right. So again, I'm adding glue to this side. I'm gonna push there we go. Wasn't catching my other glue stick. All right, so we're just lining that up and pushing that down. Then we're going to do the same thing with the opposite side. We're going to add glue to our 2 little flaps, and then we're going to attach that down to this flap, and we just need to make sure it's nice and lined up. And that part, I didn't get it just right. So you can use your hot glue, your heating tool to pull the glue up once it's dry. But I don't want to do all that. Figured I could pull it up just a little. All right, so that part is down, and then this last flap. Okay, and again, very important that we have a nice square or rectangle box. All right, now all that's left to do is to glue these flaps down. So I'm just going to add glue, hot glue, and I'm going to use my table to push this down. And that's what we're doing. So let's do that with this side as well. we go. You start seeing it take shape. And I'm trying to pick it up so you guys can see it. Let me get a little bit of glue down in there. Okay. There's glue strings everywhere. All right, and then we have just these two long pieces that we need to fold in, and this last one, and that will be our box. All right, there's our box, and here's our lid. So and obviously you can make it however big, however tall you want. I wanted mine to be about 1.5 inches. You can make it 2 inches, you can make it 1 inch, you can make it 7/8 of an inch, just as long as it is no smaller than 1/2 inch, because this side is about 1/2 inch. So anyway, so here is our base. This is our box, and it fits perfectly in there. It's nice and snug. Because like I said, we took off just a little bitty hair so that this one would fit nice in there, nice and snug in there. All right, well, I'm gonna decorate it, and I will come back and show you guys the final product. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am done decorating this cute little box, and this is what I did. So I did a little wreath, I added a few like gumdrops and some peppermints and a little snowflake, and then some little ornaments, this little like tinsel looking thing. It's just I don't know, looked like tinsel or something to me. I have Santa Claus. You know, he's at home. He's just hanging out with his cup of milk, and I'm sure he has cookies somewhere next to the fireplace. And then there's a few gifts. I cut out the word fa la la, and then that is what the side of my box looks like. And I think it is adorable. I do want to, so I'll show you real quick. I do want to cut out a piece of paper. I'm not sure. It might have to be a solid color. I don't know if it'll have, if you can see it with in pattern paper, but I do have a brick wall, what do you call it, embossing folder. So I do want to cut out a piece of paper that will go inside, and I want to emboss that with we call it the brick pattern, so it looks like, you know, the back of a fireplace. So yeah, so once I do that, I'll take pictures and I will upload those to YouTube. And but what do you guys think? I think it turned out adorable. I really like the way this little box turned out, and you can fit so much. Now I was going to put my fireplace, the fire inside in the background, but then I figured once I add embellishments or something, then I'm not going to be able to see it, so I did add it to the front. So that's why I had left this little lip, because I figured I could add some more of that brick pattern here to make it look like the inside of the fireplace. But so if you want to, you can cut that part out, or cut it off. That way it doesn't stop some of your embellishments that might be underneath. I mean, it's still you still have about 1 inch. Yeah, you still have about 1 inch beneath this lip, but I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably cut it off. I'm not sure yet, but anyways, yeah, so this is my little box. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you want to see more videos where I actually decorate the stuff with you, or if you like just seeing the tutorial and then you prefer having a quicker video where I just show you the final product like this. Yeah, so let me know. All right, well, I appreciate all your likes and your comments. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed to my channel so far. If you haven't, please consider it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.